Hello, I'm Abby Battan, a sophomore studying plant sciences at the University of Minnesota Twin Cities. The dwarf trout lily is a beautiful plant I recently came across and fell in love with. This is a review of the factors driving it towards extinction, why we should keep it around, and what is currently being done to save it from a permanent disappearance. The dwarf trout lily is an annually blooming flower that spreads by rhizomes and blooms before deciduous trees develop leaves and produce canopy cover that blocks sunlight. It is distinguished by dime-sized flowers with light pink to white lanceolate petals and protruding stamens with short, bright yellow anthers. The habitat for this plant includes north-facing hillsides and forests along streams. Many factors are contributing to the declining population of the lily. It rarely produces seed, so there's limited seed dispersal by bird. Only a small percentage of the plants flower each year, and a small portion of those produce offshoots with fertile rhizomes, meaning that only about 1/10 of the population produces offspring per year. Their habitat is prone to flooding due to the proximity to large bodies of water and high levels of erosion due to the steep slopes. Human activities like logging, agriculture, conversion to residential and recreational areas also contribute to the destruction of habitat. Invasive species create competition for habitat and resources, which leads to displacement and declining populations. The plant's extinction could impact many applications. Alkaloids found in plants are often used in herbal medicine, and consumption of trout lily corms has been found to reduce fevers and heal wounds. The flower fits into a specific niche in the ecosystem and has important relationships with other plants and animals. For example, the trout lily andrina, a minor bee, only collects pollen from flowers in this genus, and the extinction of the dwarf trout lily would limit the variety in the flowers those bees can pollinate and reduce overall biodiversity within the ground cover ecosystem. Habitat restoration to support the trout lily includes maintaining the habitat to encourage growth and reproduction, removal of invasive species, and restoration of vegetation. Artificial populations have been established in the Eloise Butler Wildflower Garden in Minneapolis and the University of Minnesota Landscape Arboretum in Chanhassen. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service reports a multi-step recovery plan to protect the dwarf trout lily from extinction, including the protection and management of naturally occurring populations and the monitoring of population, competition, dispersal of seeds, damage by deer, and more. The dwarf trout lily is also protected by the Endangered Species Act. There are many efforts to save the plant, like conservation and restoration of its habitat, reestablishment of rich ecosystems in disturbed areas, and protection under law. If these strategies are successful, it could mean saving a rare and beautiful species that also fills a specific role in the ecosystem. Thanks for watching.